What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, today we're going to look at a video from Ashley Dalton. Now, apparently, she didn't went off on the BBWs. We're going to be bringing it from a channel called Single by Choice. And yeah, apparently, Ashley shames all BBWs and plus-size women. Here we go.
And tonight's topic is, I want my ladies, especially my ladies of the Black diaspora, to release themselves from the grips, from the chokehold of being thick. I want us to release ourselves from that grip and from that chokehold. I think for so long, and I'm not sure when this has started, what year, whatever, but now more than ever, and I'm not going to lie, I was once that girl. Now more than ever, the girls are calling themselves thick instead of overweight. The girls are calling themselves thick instead of fat. The girls are calling themselves thick instead of obese. And I think when we use different labels instead of the correct label, and I'm not trying to be shady, I'm not trying to be offensive because I once was this girl. But when we use incorrect labels, it voids us from taking accountability or responsibility for who we are in our actions.
You know, it's crazy because these women are going to be the very same ones that are going to say she's not a girl's girl because she said that. Now, every one of us knows what she's saying isn't a lie. It's not. But the problem, and this is where the problem comes in, is that a lot of women don't want to be told that they're big or they're too damn heavy for their own good. A lot of them want to be pacified when it comes to being told the truth. They don't want men to tell them the actual truth about what's really going on. They don't want to be told the truth. A lot of these chicks want to be lied to. Let's be honest here. A lot of these chicks want to be gratified. You tell them sweet nothings, they're gonna fall over themselves, saying, "Oh, he liked me because my body's like this." But the moment that you actually get real with them and tell them the truth about a lot of this shit, they don't want to hear that shit. Y'all know it's true. We've seen it so many times from all these different women when men have said, "You were too damn big." Heard it when Kevin Samuels was alive. Women was mad because he said, "You bigger than a damn football player." We know the truth. We know the fucking game. Problem is, a lot of women, they don't want to be told that they're too damn heavy. They don't want to be told the truth. They want to be lied to. And what's happened is, men have been lying to women all of this time and not telling them the truth. And now they're starting to find out, oh, I'm too damn big. Just like with that video with Jeremy Hill. When I did a video with that. And Jeremy said, and the women in that video were 300 plus pounds. Where the fuck in the world do you see a big ass 300-pound walrus saying that I'm thick? Only in America. Only in America do you get a woman that's 340 plus pounds and she says that she's thick. No, that's called I'm big as hell. You may got thickness in all the right places, but that's still big.
Nope.
So we must call a thing a thing. I'm not going to call a cow a snake, and I'm not going to call a snake a pig. And by no means am I calling anyone an animal. That's not what I'm saying here. But I want us
And here we go. This is where I say, be careful, Ashley. Leave this to the professionals. Respectfully, you who
Ashley better get canceled. But somebody else has to say it, because when a man starts speaking the truth, it's seen as hate speech. But when another woman says it, oh, that woman is seen as a pick me. Watch. Somebody go call Ashley a pick me. How much y'all want to bet?
but Kendra, all y'all can only give so much pushback. Some of this stuff, leave it to the pyrotechnics like us. All right, don't be handling the heavy fireworks. This is how y'all blow y'all hands off.
Yeah, we got skin like leather. You know, we used to these. You then you pumps, huh?
On your therapist, all of your ish into the diary, all of your ish into chat GPT. Here's the one thing you haven't done. You haven't told yourself the truth. Do something about it. Stop crying about your weight.
That's one thing that a lot of women need to stop doing. Y'all need to stop looking at Chat GPT as the end all be all. Like, let's keep it a buck here. A lot of these women will literally ask Chat GPT, am I too big for my weight? Like, a lot of them do that. Y'all think men y'all think men hate women that are a little bit on the heavy side? Not necessarily. There's a lot of guys that like big women. There's a lot of guys that don't like big women. But the problem is y'all think that being heavy is a good thing. You could be thick and be small. You could be medium sized and be thick too. But the way that a lot of women are, they got big ass guts, no ass, all top, no bottom.
Hell!
Ashley ain't holding back. Man, I think it's over for the gynocracy. I said it, they've been eating themselves. Man, I think it's over for the gynocracy. I said it.
Matter. And you're watching hundreds of TikTok videos, YouTube videos, trying to get down to the answer or find the answer. What's my purpose? What should I be doing with my life? I've done the affirmations. I've journaled. I went to therapy. I've done all of the things that the girls have told me to do. But here's the one thing you haven't done, because you keep pushing all of your ish on your therapist, all of your ish into the diary, all of your ish into chat GPT. Here's the one thing you haven't done. You haven't told yourself the truth. Do something about it. Stop crying about your weight.
Hell!
Ashley ain't holding back. Man, I think it's over.
Calling yourself thick. Stop hiding behind titles to comfort yourself and do something about it. And sometimes that takes, and this is no shade, because this is girl to girl, right? We're going to have a girl to girl moment right now. Woman to woman. Sometimes you got to go to the mirror, sis, and you can't say, I want you to look yourself and say, I'm not thick, I'm fat. I want you to get that honest right now. I'm not thick, I'm fat. I'm not thick, I'm obese. I'm not thick. I have been eating everything I want to eat. I have been drinking. And maybe, Ash, I've been doing this because I'm emotional. I'm an emotional eater. Maybe I am depressed. You don't have to tell me this. But I want you to tell yourself that. I want you to go in the bathroom and I want you to get naked. Okay? Naked. Don't hide it under the bra flap. Don't lift your panties over your fupa. Get naked and look at yourself.
Ashley. I think Ashley been watching SBC.
Damn. Now it's bad. Oh shit. Now it's bad when a fellow sisterhood lackey is saying the shit that men have been saying. It's bad when that happens. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that she's right or she's wrong, which she most certainly is right. I'm not saying that, but I am. But when it comes down to reality of the situation is this. A lot of women want to be gratified, and a lot of women don't want to be told the truth about themselves. And that's the honest truth. And the bad part is you have to have other women tell women this shit, and they still don't believe it. That's the insane part of this shit. You have a lot of women that literally tell these chicks about themselves, and those chicks still don't believe it. It's like, at this point, why the fuck are we even talking to you? A lot of women want to be lied to. You know it and I know it. A lot of women want to be lied to. Why? I don't know. But shit, they do.
This whole rant, I want to say a week ago, she had a bunch of overweight women on the show, and we was documenting it, and we was saying all this stuff. Told these women, go get in the mirror, go look at yourself naked. We told them, go lose, it seemed like she's regurgitating it, but shout out to Ashley.
Shout out to Ashley. Hey, that's what's up. An ally is an ally, however it comes with. Take it. We need more people, Miss Ebony Dean. We need as many people as we can. Shout out to the Sister Red Talk, Anna. Yes, because they need to hear from men that they could respect. They sure don't. And they need to hear from women that they may, look up to. Get them, Ash.
And look at yourself and say, and I'm not saying you don't love yourself. I'm not saying being super skinny means you didn't love yourself. But looking at yourself in the mirror, ask yourself, what can I improve? Once you say, what can I improve? How can I improve it? And when can I get this done? Fast food is so convenient. What do I do? This is what Mariah says. Fast food is convenient. You know what's also convenient? Just salad is convenient.
The grocery store is convenient. Get your ass out the car and go to the grocery store. There's so many apps that are literally you can order the fucking food on and literally have it delivered to your fucking house. You can cook. You got cookbooks. You've got YouTubers that make health conscious food videos. There's no excuse at this point. Reason how I know is because I watch some of those channels along with my guilty pleasures.
Kava is convenient. Okay, sweet green is convenient. The vegetable aisle at the supermarket is convenient. I want you to find healthy options that are convenient, Mariah.
Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her.
I'm sure that every fast food restaurant, and I'm sure it's regulated at this point, has a salad on their menu. I think every restaurant, they have to. I think that's just a food regulation at this point. Fine.
Yeah, good luck. They sit in that McDonald's drive-through and they like, oh, we got this, new and for the season, strawberry almond, fresh salad. And next to that, Big Macs and double cheeseburgers and McChickens. Yeah, Bonquisha said, you know what? I mean, that's like the angel and the devil on your shoulders. Yeah.
Listen, when it comes to bad food, junk food, I'm like crackhead Unc. I'm a recovering sugar addict. Y'all need to hear my words. Leave that stuff alone. When you educate yourself and know better, you can do better. I'm about to get my soapbox like Ashley. Educate yourselves. Can't nobody convince you to stop these carb, corn, and sugar addictions. And corn, I mean actual food. All right. You have to educate yourself so you can grow a conscience that's saying, hey, you know that high fructose gonna give you Crohn's disease. Yeah, then you just put that ish down real quick.
Something. Yep. Is Chipotle healthy? No, too much sodium. Rosie. That's the issue. The salad, the tomatoes, sure. Everything else, too much sodium, too much salt. So you think you're eating healthy, but now you have high blood pressure. That's how I want you to think about it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Honestly, what I've learned is this. The more you cook at home, the better you are. I mean, like, cook fresh ingredients, um, like when I cook, I use salt, I use pepper, and I use some seasonings, but I don't use a heavy amount of seasoning. Especially if I'm like sauteing chicken or sauteing fish, I use a light amount of seasoning. I don't use a heavy amount of seasoning. Reason being is because sodium. I use just enough to get a taste. I don't use too much to the point where I can damn near fill up the ocean with fucking salt. That I don't do that. I possibly could be and I'm gonna be honest with you. I could possibly use less salt and pepper. Well, use less salt, but still, there's ways.
Chat. Yes, try Aldi. Try whatever it takes. That's what I want y'all to try. Whatever it takes. See, the chat is giving you guys places you can go. They're saying you can go to a smoothie shop. You can get a matcha. You can get Mediterranean food is pretty healthy. Just drive by, Mariah. Keep on going. You should only have enough gas, just enough, a little over enough to get home and get back. That's it. Cook your foods. Exactly, daughter of Yah. Cook your foods. Cooking your foods will change your whole body. Once you start meal prepping, oh gosh, the weight will fall off. The weight will fall off. Once you start cooking your foods. That's what I want you to do. Start cooking your food.
So here we go. Actually giving out a lot of free game, as we can see. They in the chat, hey, what about Chipotle? Chipotle is healthy, like you say. But if you're trying to lose weight, there's only certain things you can do. For everybody else, they can indulge in certain things and burn it off. But you can't be 400 pounds talking about, I'm eating Chipotle every day, extra chicken, extra sour cream, queso, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's levels to these eating pleasures, man. Shout out to all the folks putting in the hard work. When you get down to your desired weight and you really feeling good about yourself, there's nothing better than knowing that you've been busting your butt and you done made your weight go and you toned up. And then you like, you know what? I'm about to go to Chipotle, get me extra queso, extra guac, and buzz down, and it's not going to harm you. You got to work to that. So many of y'all love to pleasure eat, but you don't know the pleasure of eating and not feeling guilty afterwards.
I mean, I guess. But, moral of the story is Ashley's right. Regardless of how you think about it, they're not lying. And I can't talk shit. I can't say that I don't have my issues, because I drink a lot. I'll admit this. I drink a shit ton of tea and a shit ton of fucking coffee. But you know what? I also drink a lot of water. Like, I could literally finish off an entire, an entire half liter, no, entire 1.5 liters of water, like those big ass bottles of water that you get from QT, Deer Park. I can drink literally 2 of those in a day and I'll be fine. And literally drink all of it. But for the most part, a lot of people do need to figure out what they need to do to lose weight. And that's me included. So I'm not telling you nothing. I'm not saying nothing I don't need to do to myself. Like I said, tea and coffee is my biggest weakness. Outside of that, I don't really drink many sodas. Tea and coffee, that's all I drink. But something I got to work on. But anyways, like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast, and Spotify.com. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.